Hiya, how we doing? What we're using today, Fatip Piccolo with a solid bar, inside which is a Polsilver Super Iridium on its 4th use. This is the special edition Piccolo, comes with a solid bar on the open comb base plates, so you've got a choice of two. Yeah, it's short handle, solid brass, which is plated. The Piccolo's a little bit finicky. The blade, you've got to get the blades lined up correctly, and yeah, it should be okay. The soap, I've got a sample loaded into a sample pot of Eufros Atlántico, which I don't think is available anymore. Yeah, smell the sea. And but Eufros, never used a Eufros soap base before by JabonMan from Spain, so that's what we're using today. And the brush is Semogue handle with a 24mm Tuxedo. So how are you doing? Everybody well? Groundhog Day is still ongoing. I just dip the brush. I like to use little measuring spoons. I'm just going to dump in 2 tablespoons of water. It was 0.97 grams of soap, so I weighed it out because I'm salt like that. I put it into the bowl, so not too much soap really. So it was a sample pot, there was just over 3 grams in the sample, so I reckon by the time I get through 3 shaves of it, I'll have an idea. So you might think to yourself, 2 tablespoons of water, just soap just drank it. I'm not going to make a whole lather in the bowl, I'm going to first lather a little bit. As you can tell by the thumbnail, I can't even bother taking a photograph for a thumbnail. How sad is that? So yeah, I'm fairly sure this is the towel based soap. Never used Eufros before, as I said. It's Spanish, small batch artisan producer. You have to buy it directly from the artisan. He does make 1 or 2 soaps for buggery shaving. So if you're in the States or Canada, wherever they're based at, you should be okay. And for us poor souls in Europe, you can forget it. Scent strength, I would say it's a typical European scent strength sort of level. Yeah, it's definitely, I would say it's definitely a tallow base. This one, it's very, very thirsty. But it's got a lovely sheen, getting a lovely sheen on it. I'm getting there. When the brush starts chucking it around, you know you're not far off. Right sort of hydration levels, in my opinion. So how is everybody? We've had a weekend of 2 halves. Yesterday was lovely, nice spring day, 15 degrees Celsius. Bright sunshine in the morning. Yesterday afternoon the wind's picked up. Today it's about 6. That'll do. Still plenty, I've still got some in the bowl. Feels quite slick on the hands. Inexpensive razor, the Piccolo. You can pick these up for £20, just over. The normal Piccolo is open comb, which is pretty aggressive, efficient. Don't like the word aggressive. It's like I'm going to mug you in the middle of the night, is it? But this one, coming with a solid base as well. Isn't too bad, makes it usable. Nothing new, no new soaps, no new razors, no new brushes, and there probably won't be for a while. So for the near and not too distant future or distant future, we're shaving with stuff that we've used before, but in different combinations. A lot of a few European brands such as Floyd, Lair, Extro. Apparently it's part of the Brexit negotiations, or the Brexit deal, which I voted for. Chella and a few of the various other companies. We're required to submit conformity papers, i.e. what they have to conform to in Europe for cosmetics, to a British standard, which was exactly the same. It appears a few companies haven't done that, so therefore they can't be retailed in the UK. So at the moment there's a few retailers selling off stock of all the stuff that they won't be able to sell. I think it's the end of this month it kicks in. Not that it causes a problem, because there's still Wickham's, Signature Soaps, OSP, Phoenix and Bow, Alfie and Beck's, oatcake soaps. You know, I was never really struck on oatcake. So there's still plenty of stuff. Shetland Soap Company, Gentleman's Groom Room, own brand, Executive Shaving own brand. There's still plenty of stuff available to people in the UK, if the European stuff, and also some of the American stuff. I'm talking Ariane and Evans. Right, shits and giggles. There's the bowl. 5 ml of water. Yeah, you can see the sheen on that. Soap comes up tremendously. Yeah, see, when the brush starts to throw it around, generally that means there's enough hydration in it. In case anybody's wondering, that brush is a one-off. I made it. I had a Semogue ball brush, which just ate lather. So I've got the Tuxedo knot, which is 24 mil. Pulled the ball knot, steamed it out. At which point I discovered that the ball on the handle is about 21 mil. So a 24 mil knot, maybe 22 mil, doesn't go into a 24 millimeter, a 22 millimeter hole. So with the aid of a Dremel and a few other bits and pieces, the hole was enlarged. To get the Tuxedo to fit. And they are bordered very, very deeply. So there's a couple of coins inset into the bottom. Of the hole. I only use epoxy for my knots. Once they're in, they're in. No issues at all regarding that soap. Plenty of residual slickness. So when the brush starts to throw it around, you know it's well hydrated. Been back in the work for a couple of weeks after early in the year, busted my ribs. So life's back to normal really. If you don't like short handles, the Piccolo is not really for you. But for what they cost, if you're looking for an open comb solid bar razor combination, it's not a bad consideration. Yeah, done. A few little weepers, but nothing to worry about. The soap was sent me by a friend Les. Les, thanks very much. First time I tried Eufros, and yeah, I'm more than happy with the results. So, as per normal, I'm going to do a face wash. See you in a minute. Quality, absolute quality. Skin feels pretty refreshed actually. I'm not even going to bother with witch hazel today. I've got Siliski soaps, sea spice. So we've got Atlántico and sea spice, similar sort of theme. Give it a shake, hopefully it's going to come out. There we go. It drops. That's good. This is like a oil-based sort of, well, it is an oil-based post-shave item. God knows how old it is, but I quite like using argan oil as a post-shave moisturiser. And this one's got argan oil in it, I believe. Hemp oil, sunflower oil, argan oil, jojoba oil, essential oil and vitamin E. I know a lot of people don't like the oily, greasy feeling, but I don't mind it. And if you get a cold wind up this part of Scotland, it certainly helps retain the moisture in the skin. So a quick recap of what we used today. Fatip Piccolo with a solid bar, 3-piece non-adjustable Italian razor. If you're going to compare it, you'd say it's like a Alfa Romeo from the 90s. It's got quirks. It looks great, but you've got to be a bit careful with it. Make sure you check the blade alignment and everything else on it. But bang for the buck, pretty good razor, especially in the solid bar capacity. The soap was Eufros sample. Eufros Atlántico. I don't even know if it's still available, I don't think it is. The brush, Semogue Tuxedo, Scottish water, which is pretty good stuff, and we've polished off there with some Siliski soaps, post shave balm. That's it, folks. Any comments, leave them below. Stay safe, hope you're all well, and I'll see you sometime soon. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.